So yesterday was an amazing day. DJ Envy had his DJ-thon. It went down from like 12 noon to 12 midnight, and he ended up raising over $100,000. All the money will be distributed straight from GoFundMe to DJs that are in need and have been struggling financially as a result of the pandemic. Yes, this 93-year-old grandma, she lives out in Pennsylvania. Her name is Olive, and she has gone viral. Someone took a picture of her holding like a Coors Light can in her hand, and her sign said, "I need more beer." She says the sign was either for her neighbors or for her daughter, but she's practicing social distancing. She is following orders and staying home. I feel like I want to send her a case of Coors Light. Can we get the address for this grandma? I don't know why, but I just felt like this was a little bit disrespectful on J-Lo's part. She was talking to Diddy on Instagram Live. He was having this dance-a-thon yesterday, and she was at home with A-Rod, and all of a sudden, she's like, Puff, Puff, I gotta tell you this. He's your biggest fan. I don't know, man. I wouldn't want my man telling his ex that I'm her biggest fan.
This guy right here is your biggest fan from the Bad Boy era. You and Mace are his heroes. Okay? It's like every party we do, anything we do, it's like, put on Puffy and Mace. Put on Puffy and Mace. So you're going to have to do one of those joints.
Remember how we talked about the landlord in Brooklyn that waived all the rents for the month of April for his tenants? Well, now a landlord out in New Jersey, he owns a couple of units out in Montclair. He has waived the rent for 3 months. His name is David Plassick, and he's going to be losing $50,000 worth of rental income, but he doesn't even care. He really just wants his tenants and everyone to, help each other and stay safe during this pandemic. Yeah, so it looks like Tekashi 69 is making his comeback slowly. Yesterday, Tory Lanez was doing his quarantine radio from home, and Tekashi popped up in the comments, and he started joking around like, "Let me play this new music or I'm going to snitch on you." And as far as Tekashi goes, I know he is home. He's on house arrest. He's received every single plaque that he earned while he was behind bars, and he's currently focusing on his music. So yeah, Grandma's quarantine dream has come true after she went viral with that little sign saying that she needed beer. The folks over at Coors Light decided to send her a delivery, and they sent her 10 cases, 15 beers a case. So now she has 150 beers to get her through the quarantine, and she says she only drinks 1 beer a night, so she has more than enough to get Olive through this lockdown. So the CEO of Walmart did an interview with the Today Show, and he says that our shopping patterns have shifted dramatically. The first few weeks, we were just worried about household items and cleaning supplies. Now, fast forward to week 5, he says they've seen a huge spike when it comes to grooming supplies. People are buying beard trimmers, hair clippers, hair dye. I read a report this morning that said that hair clipper sales are up 600% compared to last year around this time. People are taking matters into their own hands. They're tired of looking struggly. Me, myself, I even did my hair at home yesterday. You really love to see humans coming together to bring each other a little bit of joy during this time of crisis, and that's exactly what these high school students are doing. They created a hotline. The number is 1-877-JOY-FOR-ALL, and it offers anyone who calls jokes, kind messages, letters, music, poetry, and it's mostly geared towards our senior citizens who a lot of them are isolated, home alone, and really need this right about now. So we all know it's been well over a year since the Jussie Smollett scandal, but this story is still unraveling well over a year later. According to new reports, Jussie and one of the alleged attackers reportedly had a sexual relationship, aka the two were dating. Those would be the twin brothers that allegedly beat him down. So according to a New York City pediatric doctor, 80% of children in New York City most likely have the coronavirus. She says most children are not being tested. They do not exhibit any symptoms, so therefore we don't even know what's going on with them. They probably have it, will not exhibit symptoms, beat it, and just move along with their tiny little lives. Jay-Z and Rihanna, they're relentless when it comes to giving back. Along with the Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey, they have donated a total of $6.2 million in joint grants, and those grants are going to be going towards protecting vulnerable population with a focus mostly on New York, New Orleans, and Puerto Rico, plus some other international communities. So by now we're very clear. Essential workers are the heroes in all this. So what we've put together up on our website is different ways that Americans are coming together to thank them, from a boy holding a sign to a sidewalk decorated in their honor, even to big signs that are going up straight across hospitals here in New York, just saying thank you. It's a really dope article, really heartwarming. The folks over at Disney had a sing along, and a bunch of celebrities were announced that they were going to be taking part. And then, boom, here comes Beyonce. Surprise appearance. She performed When You Wish Upon a Star, and her voice sounded amazing. Beyonce looked absolutely flawless.
Please hold on to your families tight. Please be safe. Don't give up hope. We're going to get through this. I promise. God bless you.
So this week I got to Zoom interview with my Dominican sister, Dasha Polanco, and we talked about all types of things, including an initiative that she's supporting to make sure small businesses here in New York can stand a chance to come back. We also talked about how it was working with Robert De Niro and Martin Scorsese on The Irishman, what she has in store for us when it comes to 2020, which includes appearing in the new movie In the Heights by Lin-Manuel Miranda, and she's also starring alongside Sylvester Stallone in an upcoming project. You know, now that we're locked down in quarantine, Kim Kardashian is coming forward and seeming a little bit more relatable. And she just recently disclosed that sometimes she doesn't even have time to take a shower because of everything that's going on in the household, especially now that she has 4 kids at home and she's homeschooling. So I'm pretty sure a lot of moms can relate, and it's kind of cool to see Kim in a regular light. So when I saw this, I smiled. This is great news for all of us who are Pop Smoke fans. His manager, Stephen Victor, he did an interview with Complex, and he says that he's working really hard on a new Pop Smoke album. He's also doing a documentary for him, and he's also taking care of setting up his foundation so that his legacy can continue to live on. So let me tell you what's happening tomorrow. Starting at 2 p.m., there's going to be like a pre-broadcast, and at 8 o'clock at night, there's going to be a radio and simultaneous TV broadcast for this concert. It's called One World Together at Home. It's going to be hosted by Fallon, Kimmel, and Colbert. And there's also going to be appearances by John Legend, J-Lo, Burna Boy, Lizzo, J Balvin, LL Cool J, plus many more. And this is all a historical event to unite the world and celebrate all the COVID-19 frontline workers.